And what's going on, fellow Sniper Doofus, back with another weekly recap. If this is your first time watching these videos, all I do is just go over the trades I took this week, and then I just go over some things that I could have done better during the week. And I just do this weekly recap once a week, and we just see how the trades go. So, some things that I need to get out there: I'm not I'm not a financial advisor, like licensed, so just trade at your own risk. I'm not responsible for it. And let's just get into the video. Go. So heading into the first trade I took this week was on a buy on this GBP CHF pair, right on this break and retest. Now I did enter a bit late, but I was pretty convinced that it's going to continue heading towards the upside. So let's just go into why. So I could just see here that it was in this uptrend here. I could see that there was a bit of break of structure over here, but then it did continue. And then I could see that it broke this, then retested just here, and we can see that there's plenty of wicks here showing some rejection here. And then we could see that this candlestick here was extremely bullish so far. And so I just placed a buy simply back up to here, to this previous market structure. And now if we go take a look at how that trade went, here we can just see it went all the way up. You can see it went all the way up there after 2 hours, and it just hit it for about 30 pips profit. So that's how my first trade of the week went. Let's get into the next trade, which actually didn't go so well. Alrighty, so this here was the second trade I took, which was absolutely horrendous, the way it was managed and everything. And this here is just a trade I simply do not want to take ever again. So let's just get into it. So here I could see a bit of divergence here on this on the chart compared to the RSI. On the RSI I'm seeing here that it's in this downtrend, whereas on the chart it's looking like it's in this uptrend. What I should have waited for was for this thing to line up and for there to be like a little triangle. I didn't, and I simply just entered my sell at this key level here. Now let's just get into what happened. So I thought my take profit was down here, and I also thought that my stop loss was up here, but I didn't actually realize that the order like didn't go through properly or something. So I went to sleep, and I woke up the next day and it's in this drawdown. And now just keep in mind here, I have no stop loss, so it didn't actually hit like the stop loss and the drawdown, and I was pretty like confused, and this is where my psychology got pretty bad. So I kind of just let the trade run and run and run, and let's see how that went. Boom, look at this, we can just see that it went up here, you can see it's gone up, we can see it's come back down almost to break even, then we can see it's gone all the way back up, and now look, my stop loss was increased, but the stop loss wasn't actually there. So I was just seeing how many pips that it's gone down by, but what goes up must come down essentially. And then we can see here that it ends up just selling, and then this here is where I actually just closed it. So pretty much a break even when I saw the trade. But this here was an extremely horrific trade, and I really do not want you guys to do anything like this. And this was bad for me, and at the end of the day, it's just a learning experience, and we did still end the week on a green. So I'll show you guys my next trade. Alright, so heading into this trade, the next trade that I took was a sell on Euro AUD. Now guys, if you were just wondering why it's not actually on the charts, it's because during this week I just wanted to clean my charts up, and if you guys want to check me out just cleaning my charts and reanalyzing them, as it was getting pretty messy, then just check out the YouTube, the Twitch, and there will be a link to that in the description below, so just check that out if you guys are interested. So let's just see why I got into this trade right here. So I could see that it was in this downtrend here, and it was in this uptrend previously, then it ranged, now it's in this downtrend, and then I could see that I used this high and this low for my fib chart, this like just these lows I guess for my fib chart, and I could see that this key level here lined up in between this 0.5 to 0.6 on the like on the fib. And then so as it was heading, that's when I looked in for a sell opportunity. So we could see here I entered in on a sell position, and I was targeting these lows down here for about 70 pips or so, 80 pips. Now let's just take a look what happened. So I actually ended up moving my my take profit higher, and as soon as I did, then we can just see that it actually started to fall pretty quickly. And so there I was simply just being impatient, and I should have just let this trade run. If you guys want to see how the trade actually went all the way, then we can see that after a few hours, then we can see it kind of just went and hit that take profit. So once again, I was just not really patient enough, and I closed my trade early when I could have reaped a bigger reward. So what I'm going to try and do is simply just move that take profit to break even, and then that way I'll be trading with zero risk, and if it just continues dropping, then I guess it just continues dropping and we can bag those pips. So in the coming weeks, and that's just what I'll be looking for. So that was that trade. Let me get into my next trade, and this is actually the last trade of the week on Euro CAD on a sell opportunity. So I'll see you guys then. Alrighty, so I actually had Henry Walker go through the analysis on this pair with me after I had already analyzed it, and I was just showing him that the trade I was in. You guys should 100% check out Henry Walker's channel. I had a great conversation with him. He said my audio didn't actually record, so I'm actually getting a new microphone so that the quality of the audio is just better, but that's just like coming in the future in the next few weeks. So we can just see here, this is the reason why I took this trade. So it was in this consistent uptrend, and also if we take a look before the coronavirus, we can see that its normal levels were down below here. So now I'm seeing that it's in this overall downtrend, and it's just creating consistently lower lows and lower highs. So what I was seeing was that on an entry here, so I saw that it broke this level here and this level here, so I just was kind of interested in using my fib chart from this high down to this low, and then I could see that this key level here kind of was in between this 0.5 to 0.6 level, and I used these 3 wicks here as a sign of rejection. So I entered in here and I set my stop loss just above this 0.786, so at 60 pips negative, and then
yeah, it's quite a good setup. I mean, it is in a valid bearish trend from what I'm looking at, from how I obviously break down trends myself. Personally, if that was me, I would have been looking to put my stop probably above the high of where you've put your Fibonacci, so up at 1.5648. So I probably would have put my stop up there, to be honest. But I mean, you're in a good entry anyway. I mean, you're in profit now as it is. So
because I took this trade on Friday, I didn't really want to hold my trade over the weekend, because if you hold your trades over the weekend and some news comes out against it, then possibly that pair will just come out and it'll just be at your stop loss and something crazy like that. So it's kind of risky, so therefore I tried to close this trade early. Now we can see that at the end of the week, as it is Sunday, we can see that this pair here is currently at 80 pips profit. Now for me, being in Australia, the market closes at 6 AM in the morning on Saturday, so I didn't actually think I'll be awake, and then so as I was planning to go to sleep, I ended up closing this trade somewhere just around 40-45 pips or something like that, and then I just went just dozed off a bit. What I could have done is simply just lowered my take profit to maybe like 60-70 pips, and then if it did hit that, then then that's when I could have just taken a bigger reward. But at the end of the day, just taking all your profits at the end of the week isn't bad. So if you guys want to see how the trades actually went, I'll put a photo of them here. Once again, this is just my journey to becoming a profitable trader. This week was good, and I can also show you guys how much money I've made on this tiny ass account over the week. So that's gonna be it for the video, fellas. I didn't really miss too many trades this week that I felt, except there was one trade that I missed here on USD CHF. So if you guys have watched, then you know that I don't really like to enter in on the first time that it breaks structure. So down here you can see it breaks structure here once by breaking above, and then here a second time, or you can call this maybe the first time that it breaks this structure of this downtrend. And then here on the second time, I could have simply entered in between this 0.5, 0.6 level on this key level and targeted these previous highs, which is what I would have done. this is what I would have done in theory, but actually at the time maybe I would have closed it early or something. Not sure why I've been doing that. I just need to trust my analysis, and then that's when I'll see these pips coming in. So this here is a trade I missed. I can see that it kind of reversed over here, and that's really the only trade that I thought I missed this week. So this week was went really well for me. I'm also going to just show you guys how I've been doing over the last week, 3 months, and all that sort of stuff. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you guys wanted to check out my other videos, just cruise around my channel or something like that. And I'm actually getting a new mic, so the quality is going to be better, and I'm looking to interview some other profitable traders, because that's like a cool experience for me, and hopefully you guys can also learn something from that too. So I guess I'll see you later in the next upload, or check out the stream, and my other socials will also be in the link down below. See ya.